What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to give you some updates, one of which is very exciting, expansion, and we all love expansion. And second one is a little bit more negative. I'm going to talk about what that is and what that means for us as investors. But before I get into any of that, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. So looking at the live ticker to my left, we are very much green. So up 1.5%, give or take. 6.4 million as far as overall volume. 35 is the average, and that is a 6-month average. And 569,000 shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds just today alone within the first 2 hours of the trading day. So this definitely is a 180 from yesterday. Yesterday we had absolutely no volume, and as of just right now, institutions are buying more than all of yesterday combined. I see that as a very positive thing going on today. But getting right to it though, there is some, like I said, some news and some updates, and one of which is very exciting, and that is this. I've always been a very big fan of their expansion, and technically whether it be Saudi Arabia, Europe, wherever, or even Canada, I'm very excited about that because Lucid is hitting exactly where the demand is, and you can tell based on what they're recently hiring for, it shows that they're establishing themselves for a bigger picture kind of thing. So even customer care agent in Saudi Arabia shows that more and more studios are getting set up, getting ready. Even in Holland, in North Holland I should say, a lot of those positions I've always seemed very curious about, because when it comes down to, if you've watched my videos in the past, I always say, why are they hiring such specific positions for North Holland? And why? Because there was some positions out there that they hired for that just seems irregular. It seems like they would be more HQ kind of components, and this is the breakdown as far as, if you can see this correctly, it's all the potential studios throughout Europe. So we all see right here, there's North Holland. Germany has quite a few studios, and that's obviously based on where the big money is. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the UK are missing out. It's sad to say. It would be nice to see them in the UK, but still, I've always wondered, what are they doing with Europe? Are they going to be dividing it in 4 possibly, or in 2, and hypothetically North Holland handles the north component and Germany handles the south? It'd be very interesting to see as far as the dynamic when it comes down to that, but at the end of the day, them hiring great positions is very beneficial and shows we are still en route for huge success. So take that how you see that. And with that, before I get into that negative update or what caused that, I'm just going to give you some updated data points, one of which is short information, because some definitely new updates came forward. And looking right now, short interest, short score I should say, is 85.01. Utilization is 100%. Day by day change, they're actually closing out their position. Only works out to be 112,000 shares being returned right now though, but the official short interest rate is 24.16. Lucid is officially over 24% of their free float shorted. So that is absolutely mind-blowing, and that works out to be 141 million shares being shorted, and the cost to borrow average is starting to go up a little bit, so 17.66, and that is why the short score is as high as it is. Definitely shows a lot of shorts have been entering in, but again, when it comes down to it, if you're one of those individuals that strongly believes in a short squeeze, this definitely is starting to get the resemblance of a good squeeze. But again, you just need a little bit more volume, and you need a very surprising catalyst. But when it comes down to Lucid, it's always been very mysterious as far as their PR. They just randomly throw it out, and then it's usually very good, to be honest. But still comes down to the fact that they are a little bit more mysterious, and just giving you some more further updates as far as the breakdown for intraday options activity. We had that little bit of a sell-off first thing, but it is starting to make it up a little bit. But you can see a huge amount of call options were purchased. So again, very exciting. And when it comes down to, I've always said on very much red days or even dips, that is exactly the time when you buy call options or sell puts, because the premiums get completely slaughtered. It becomes very cheap and very beneficial. So in my own opinion, that's exactly what you do. Keep in mind though, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But getting right to it though, as far as the negative update, it's not really a negative. It's just obviously they're still doing their due diligence and doing everything that they can, but Lucid is doing a recall. And after reading this, it does appear that it's just more of a voluntary recall, but obviously it is associated with the screen. So if the screen goes blank, hands down, you're going to get it recalled. So reading it a little bit further though, Lucid Motors issues recall for glass cockpit instrument panel for some Lucid Air EVs, and ultimately goes on to say that hypothetically it's just causing causing a rubbing against other parts and possibly could disable the display screen, which a disabled display screen will not show some of the necessary information such as speed, gear selection, and so forth. So again, it is something that they caught on fairly early. Goes to show, and it says roughly about 8 hours needed to be done as work. So I know this is a little bit more inconvenient, but hands down, they definitely are doing everything they can, and I really do like this. I like how they are handling a lot of their recalls. It goes to show that they're definitely still looking for high quality vehicles, and it does say right here, also this is why we likely have heard rumors of Lucid Motors halting deliveries, and why the most recent flyovers, obviously aka 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗛 workshop at the factory, shows fewer wrapped cars ready to go. So again, it's a little bit more of a hiccup, and a lot of this has been over the last 2-3 weeks, give or take, but still, take that how you see that. I still feel that based on April's results, we're still going to have a lot of good delivery numbers, production numbers, next earnings. So as well, take that how you see that, because even if you do watch 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗛 workshop, a lot of vehicles are in the parking lots, and it's actually almost to the point where it's overflowing. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Personally, this is going to be, I believe, their second, possibly third recall, and they've handled each one very professionally. So like I said, this is a little bit more of a negative, but they're handling it very well, and even in general, it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure it only affects a small handful of actual customers, similar to the other recalls as well, right? Other recalls only handled, I think it was 3 vehicles, but so many people made such a big deal of this. Similarly, I do feel this is the exact same thing. And again, just getting right to it though, looking on some of the technicals, we are doing very much good. So almost up 2%. Looking on stochastics, red line above the blacks showing a little bit more of a bear sentiment, and momentum shows number of buyers is definitely getting in. They're clearly over the fear from yesterday, so take that how you see that. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but overall, looking on the actual chart, things are looking fairly good. Again, we might be just having a little bit more of a value rally. I think we have to watch for the next couple of days to see how the market reacts, because unfortunately the fear of recession and interest rates and inflation and everything, it seems to be coming towards us all at once, but that fear unfortunately is still there a little bit. It's lingering. So again, take that how you see that. I strongly feel these are great buying opportunities for Lucid. I did do a video yesterday on the worst case scenario on how much it can go, and personally, even worst case scenario, I cannot see us getting below that $13.25. My own 2 cents again. But looking here, there's one final thing I just want to share with you. Big money getting into options, because I've always said, if you guys don't know options, highly suggest in researching them, because they are very beneficial, especially on very much red days. You can make a lot of money and very cheap, again, depending on how you play that. There is a lot of big contracts, all 9 days expiring, $18.50 as far as a strike price, and also big premiums are getting in. So 395, 75, 91, and 186,000. So a lot of big money is getting in. Clearly is anticipating that we will be at the $18.50 mark by in roughly about 1 week, give or take. So take that how you see that. Let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts as far as what they're hiring for, their expansion plans. I'm very excited about that. And actually, while you're at it, let me know your thoughts, why you feel as far as this. If you think that they're going to break out Europe into 2 divisions, 3 divisions, or if it's just going to be one whole. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.